If you are over 60 and notice your legs becoming less sturdy each year, even with regular walking, there is a cause that might surprise you. This is not merely about fatigue. Leg weakness is the primary indicator for falls after age 60. Falls are the leading cause for older adults losing their self-reliance. However, here is a point rarely discussed. The kind of activity most people depend on is ironically the least effective at preventing this. Walking is excellent for cardiovascular health, emotional well-being and blood flow. Yet walking does very little to restore the particular muscle fibers you lose most rapidly after 60. Shortly, I will demonstrate a quick 30-second assessment you can perform immediately to gauge your current leg strength. Following that, I will share 4 movements that focus on what walking overlooks. Let's evaluate your starting point now. This is the chair stand assessment. It is a global standard used by physical therapists and geriatric specialists to gauge practical leg power. We will do this simultaneously. Use a stable chair, ideally without armrests. Sit with feet flat, positioned hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. When time begins, rise to a full stand and return to a seated position as many repetitions as possible within 30 seconds. Count each complete stand. Ready, set, begin. Achieve a full stand every time. Avoid a partial rise. Return fully to the seat before repeating. Maintain a consistent tempo. Do not hurry. Controlled ascent, controlled descent. A burning sensation in your legs is normal. Continue. You are nearly halfway. Maintain an upright posture when standing. Avoid leaning forward. Press through your heels. Engage your leg muscles, not momentum. Final moments. Give a final effort and stop. Excellent. What was your count? Remember that figure. Here is how to interpret your result. For women aged 60 to 64, the typical range is 12 to 17 stands. For men in that range, it is 14 to 19. Ages 65 to 69. Women average 11 to 16, men 12 to 18. Ages 70 to 74, women average 10 to 15, men 12 to 17. For 75 and above, women average 10 to 15, men 11 to 17. A result below your age average suggests your legs require more strength, but do not be concerned. That is precisely why you are here. The positive update is that leg muscles adapt to proper training more swiftly than nearly any other muscle group. Some individuals notice measurable progress in just 2 weeks. Document your number in the comments now. You will reference this figure later. So why does walking fail to maintain leg power? Understanding requires knowing one key muscle fact. Your legs contain 2 primary muscle fiber types. Type 1 fibers are for endurance. They manage low effort, prolonged activity. Type 2 fibers are for power. They manage force, rising from a seat, climbing steps, catching your balance after a trip. Here is the issue. After 40, muscle mass gradually decreases. This process, called sarcopenia, does not impact both fiber types equally. Type 2 power fibers diminish at approximately twice the rate of type 1 fibers. Walking primarily engages type 1 fibers. You could walk 10,000 steps daily for years, while your type 2 fibers continue to decline. This explains statements like, "I walk daily, yet I struggle to rise from a soft couch," or "I walk for an hour, but my legs feel unsteady on stairs." The fibers needed for those actions are not being activated. However, this decline is not irreversible. Type 2 fibers can be restored at any age. Neural connections can be re-established. Your body is ready for the cue. You simply must provide the correct one. Walking is not that cue. So what is the right signal? That is precisely the purpose of these 4 movements. Each one targets type 2 fibers uniquely. We will count down from 4 to 1. Number 1 is most vital. so please stay until the end. Movement 4, the wall push-off. Stand facing a wall about an arm's distance away. Place both palms flat on the wall at shoulder height. Slowly bend your elbows and lean your torso toward the wall. Then press yourself back to the start. That is 1 repetition. I understand this appears to be an upper body exercise, but notice your legs. As you push away, feel your calves and thighs engage. You are pressing through your feet. Your legs are working more than you think. This is a full body stability exercise presented as an arm movement. Perform 10 repetitions. Move slowly. The push-off phase is most important. Actively press your feet into the floor. Now that your legs are warmed up and stabilizer muscles are active, we proceed to movement 3. This increases the balance challenge. Movement 3, the standing knee lift with a pause. Stand behind a chair, resting both hands lightly on the back for support. Slowly lift your right knee upward toward your chest. Not a swift swing, but a slow, controlled lift. Raise it as high as is comfortable. Hold there for 2 seconds. Then slowly lower it. This movement accomplishes 3 things simultaneously. First, the lifting leg activates hip flexors and lower core muscles which control how high you lift your feet while walking. Weak hip flexors contribute to a shuffling gait. Second, the standing leg has the harder task. Your thigh, glute, and all small stabilizer muscles around your ankle and knee engage to maintain balance on one leg. This is pure type 2 fiber work. Third, the 2-second pause demands your body stabilize under load. This combines balance and strength training. Do 10 repetitions on the right, then 10 on the left. If pausing for 2 seconds is initially too challenging, simply lift and lower without the hold. Work toward including the pause over the first week or 2. A common error is leaning the torso backward as you lift the knee. Stay upright. Imagine standing straight and bringing the knee upward, not leaning away from it. Leaning uses momentum, not muscle. Great. Your hip flexors and stabilizers are activated. Now we return to that chair, but this time it becomes your equipment. This next movement is the most functional one listed. Movement 2, the sit to stand. This is most functional because it directly mirrors the action that becomes difficult with leg weakness. Sit in a stable chair, feet flat and hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. Now stand up completely without using your hands, then sit back down slowly. Do not drop into the chair, lower yourself with control. The standing phase activates type 2 fibers in your thighs and glutes. However, the sitting phase is where significant benefit occurs. Lowering slowly requires your muscles to work while lengthening. This is an eccentric contraction. Eccentric training is exceptionally effective for muscle rebuilding in older adults. Studies indicate eccentric exercise promotes greater strength gains than traditional concentric exercise. The crucial element is speed. Take 3 to 4 seconds to lower yourself. If you only manage 3 or 4 stands before fatigue, that is fine. Rest 30 seconds and perform another set. Build towards 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. If you cannot stand without hand assistance currently, that is perfectly normal. Begin by placing hands on armrests and using minimal arm aid. Reduce arm support incrementally each week. Many who start unable to do this unassisted can perform 5 to 8 reps without hands within 3 to 4 weeks. All right, we have saved the most effective for last. Movement number 1. This is the most potent leg strengthening exercise you can do at home without equipment. You only need a wall. Stand with your back flat against a wall. Step your feet forward about 18 inches. Slowly slide your back down the wall until your knees are bent at approximately a 45-degree angle. Not a full 90-degree squat. That is too deep for most beginners. A comfortable bend is sufficient. Hold this position. You will feel your thighs burning within 15 to 20 seconds. That is your type 2 fibers activating. That burning sensation is the signal telling your body these muscles are necessary. Reinforce them. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds as a beginner. Progress toward 45 to 60 seconds over subsequent weeks. Rest, then repeat 2 to 3 times. This is movement number 1 because it is the most efficient method to send a strength signal to your leg muscles using only a wall and your body weight. No equipment, gym or fall risk. Your back is supported, your feet are grounded, and your type 2 fibers are working maximally to prevent sliding down. Everyone, before we review the daily plan and 3 extra tips, please consider liking this video. It assists the algorithm in showing this content to others who may benefit, and subscribe if you have not already. We publish new instructive guides weekly. Thank you. Here's your complete routine. Perform these 4 movements in order. Movement 4, wall push-offs, 10 repetitions. Movement 3, standing knee lifts, 10 per leg. Movement 2, sit to stands, 3 sets of 8 to 10 with slow lowering. Movement 1, wall sits, 3 holds of 20 to 45 seconds. Total time is 7 to 10 minutes. No equipment or gym is required. The optimal time is morning or early afternoon when your energy and balance are highest. Avoid performing these right before bed, as activated muscles may disrupt rest. Here is the cardinal rule: consistency surpasses intensity. Perform this routine at least 3 to 4 times weekly. Daily is ideal if you feel capable, but do not skip a full week and attempt to compensate with one extended session. Muscles develop in response to regular signals, not sporadic effort. If you can only manage 2 of the 4 movements, focus on the sit to stand and the wall sit. Those 2 alone contribute more to leg strength than an hour of walking. Now 3 additional tips that enhance results. Bonus 1, the protein timing principle. Muscles require material to rebuild. That material is protein. A common oversight for those over 60 is consuming minimal protein at breakfast, some at lunch, and the majority at dinner. Your body can utilize only about 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal for muscle synthesis. The remainder is used for energy or storage. Therefore, a large dinner does not compensate for a light breakfast. Aim for protein at each meal. Target at least 20 grams at breakfast. Options include eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a protein shake. This adjustment alone can significantly improve how quickly your muscles respond to the exercises shown. Bonus 2, the balance link. Weak legs and poor balance are interconnected. When leg muscles are weak, your body compensates by stiffening movement and shortening stride. This reduces stability. Here is a simple daily practice. Each time you brush your teeth, stand on one foot. Lightly hold the counter for safety. Stand on one leg while brushing one side of your mouth, then switch. You convert a daily habit into balance practice without adding time. Bonus 3, the error that hastens weakness. This often surprises people. The quickest way to weaken your legs is to overly rest them after a minor ailment or injury. When older adults experience a cold, minor knee issue or illness, they often remain very inactive for days. 1 week of limited movement for an older adult can cause muscle loss, equivalent to what a younger person might experience over a month. If you are unwell or recovering, do what you can. Even gentle sit-to-stands, slow walking in the room, or pressing your feet into the floor while seated. Any signal is better than none. Muscles receiving no signal deteriorate rapidly after 60. Muscles receiving even a minimal signal are maintained. Everyone, let's return to our beginning. You completed the chair stand test, you have a number. That figure is not a permanent label, it is a starting point. Here is my suggestion. Perform these 4 movements once today. Incorporate the protein principle and the toothbrush balance practice. Repeat at least 3 to 4 times weekly for 14 days. Then return to this video and retake the chair stand test. I hope you see your number increase. When you do, visit the comments and share your update. Post your initial and follow-up results. For instance, began with 9 stands. Now I achieve 14. I read every comment. Your progress often inspires others that this approach works. If this video provided new insight about your leg strength, please like it. This helps the content reach others who might benefit. If you know someone expressing concerns about weaker legs, share this video. It could be their most valuable 15 minutes this week. If you are not yet subscribed, please join us. We offer new practical wellness guides each week. Take good care of your legs. You will rely on them for a long time to come. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.